Do you ever notice that, like in elementary school, there's dress as a character day, there's like dress up for Halloween, you get to do all these, like, Dr. Seuss Day, all these really fun things, like 100th day of school. And then when you get to high school, middle school, I mean, definitely high school, you really don't have those opportunities anymore. So my name's Dr. Amy Stewart, and I was a school teacher, public school teacher for about 15 years. It was really difficult to find fun in secondary education, and we're going to dive into why. And I have to say that it was very challenging to try to find fun moments like this in high school. Yeah, we have proms and homecoming and football games and pep rallies, and that kind of stuff is fun. But the ongoing things to get kids excited about learning just wasn't necessarily there. I talked about in another video about the fact that in secondary education, specifically in high school, the teachers are kind of sectioned off by the topic or the subject they teach. All the English teachers are together, all the math, and so on. And so they don't really get an opportunity to plan with your students' other teachers. And so it doesn't become fun anymore. So you want to know why your kid's not excited, but they'll be real quick to do a spirit day, right? Kids want to be excited. Kids want to have something out of the ordinary. They want to be able to have a good time. They want to have this fan blow my hair in my face. But anyway, it makes it not fun. And it almost is kind of getting them ready to go to a mundane job. And really the only motivation our kids have is to maybe go to a PBIS incentive. But if you ask your kid about PBIS and ask your kid, and I'm not talking about if your child gets a lot of referrals, they most likely go to PBIS. And let me explain how PBIS works in schools, most schools, and this is why it's not working. So teachers are given some kind of like, and staff are given some kind of like fake dollars, right? It could be stamps, stickers, some type of currency that when they catch kids doing something correctly, they're supposed to give it to them. And the kids accumulate them. And every so often there might be like candy bags you could buy, or maybe there's going to be like a pizza party or ice cream party or something during the last, half hour of the day. And kids have to have enough of these like little PBIS dollars, coins, stamps, whatever to buy admission. But the problem is that there are children that get a lot of office referrals that get in trouble quite a bit. And so when staff sees them behaving, we jump on this opportunity to say, oh my gosh, you're behaving. Oh, thank God, thank God. Here is a bunch of JAG dollars or hair and bucks, or there was just some things from the district I worked in, right? And it wasn't until I had some honors kids say to me, Miss So-and-so, like you don't understand. Like we don't care about these because we don't ever get to go. It's only for the bad kids. And it really got me thinking. And it's true. And unless your school, that what we ended up adopting, like I pitched this and we ended up doing it was like a direct deposit system. So at the end of the month, we look, and if kids didn't have tardies, which is something that could quickly be pulled up on the computer. If they weren't failing any classes, if they didn't have any office referrals, they immediately got, let's say 100 whatever dollars put into their account. And then what we did was we upped the amount for the events. So smaller things like candy bags or to buy pencils or little treats or like whatever, any kid could do that had a couple little dollars on them. But the big events where kids were going to be missing class for, and some significant money was going to be spent on them, where there was pizza party, movie, like whatever, those were going to cost a little bit more. So that is kind of the only thing that kids really have to be motivated in high school, besides failing, and then besides not being able to play a sport, besides getting in trouble with you guys and losing their phone or like whatever. Like that can't be the only motivation, is consequences. And as an adult, I see where now, especially in the entrepreneur space that I'm in now, if there's not a consequence, it's hard for me to do it. Filming these YouTube videos was difficult for me to do because if I don't film them, what's the consequence? No one's coming down on me. I'm not failing anything. I'm not going to lose a privilege, right? Will there be benefits? Absolutely. I'm going to be able to help families, right? I'm going to be able to like share information. Like this is definitely going to be beneficial for me, for you, for your kids, for teachers that watch this, for district leaders that watch this. So there are benefits, but is it a consequence? And so that's why the high schooler may not like going to school. If they've got friends, awesome. But even now they can stay home and get on social media and text all day and be in the group chat, and they don't actually necessarily need to go to school for that socialization anymore. So my question to you is, what can we do to get your kid excited about learning?